Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. So in this video we're going to do some more work on the GUI. So we have our clock in place and now we need to actually display the calendar, the day, the month and the year. And in this video we're just going to get the days in place, and the reason for that is as you are all aware, depending on what number day we are on, whether it be the first, the second, the third, the letters that follow that number need to be different. So with that said, let's get into this now. So we'll say if, and we'll open and close brackets. We'll come inside the brackets, we'll say calendar days double equals 1. The two vertical bars, which means or, and we're going to say calendar days equals 21. We're going to use the two vertical bars again for or. Calendar days double equals 31. So let's come to the end of the line and let's get that into the comments. So we'll say if calendar days equal, we'll say either 1 or 21 or 31. I know that's a little long way of wording it, but we'll do it that way for now. And we'll come to the next line and we'll say GUI dot label. We'll open brackets, new rect. We'll open brackets again, and I'm going to place this at screen dot width minus 50. And I've already experimented with these values to find something that works well with my project, but as always I advise you to experiment with these values to find something that suits your particular project. So I'm going to place mine at the screen.width minus 50, comma 45, comma, and what we're going to do, we're going to say, and I'll have to scroll up just to double check our naming convention, which is GUI.width. I did keep it nice and simple, so let's come back down here. So our GUI.width, comma, by our GUI height. And let's close brackets there for the moment. So as always, position on screen, the size of the label. We'll come to the end of the line, we'll say comma, and then we want to display the calendar days, and it will display this as a number on screen, so we can just use the naming convention, it's fine. And then we're going to say plus, we'll need the speech marks, and we're going to say ST for first, 21st, 31st. And let's get this into the comments. So I'm going to break that line up. I'll enter there and we'll put it into the comments to create GUI label. And in fact, at that point, I think we'll come to the next line, create GUI label and display calendar days followed by, and I'll put the little speech marks, ST. Let's enter there and we'll copy that entire if block. And I'm sorry, let's just come to the end of that line. I forgot. Close brackets, close the line off. Yes. let's get that into place. So now we can copy the whole of the if block and we'll paste it in. And we need to do the same for the second, the 22nd. We don't go past 31 days in a calendar month, so we can just delete all of that. We'll change the comments as we go. And we'll just get rid of 31st on the end. Obviously, they can all be displayed in the same place because we will only be displaying one or the other. So that's not a problem. We'll change it to ND for 2nd and 22nd. And we'll just change that there. Let's paste it in again for the 3rd. 23rd, again, we can get rid of all that. And let's tidy up the comments. We'll get rid of that on the end. We'll change that to 22nd. So it should have been 23rd and the 3rd. And we'll change this to RD. And we'll change the comment there. And we'll come below. So let's paste that in again, but we're going to be changing quite a bit this time. So if calendar days, and we'll use the greater than 3. And we'll change this to and calendar days does not equal, so use the exclamation mark and the equal sign for does not equal, and it does not need to equal any of these values. So if calendar days are greater than 3 and calendar days does not equal 21, or, and we'll change that, does not equal 31. And we'll just have to keep going. We'll have to input it for all of these. So let's see what we need to do. Calendar days does not equal, and the 22nd, and finally calendar days does not equal the 23rd. And that's all we should need to put in now. So let's just tidy this up. I'll enter there, and I think I'll enter there as well. So let's just cut that comment. We'll paste it in and we'll alter it. Calendar days is greater than 3. And in fact, I'll put the and in the comment in that line. And calendar days does not equal 21 or 31. Let's just copy that comment and we'll paste it in there, and calendar days does not equal 22 or 23. Let's have a look. I think that's all we need to do now, apart from change it here. And that can be changed to a TH. And we're going to come below here. And one last thing for this lesson. I'm actually going to create a bigger gap, and I'll explain why in a moment. But we're going to say GUI.label, open brackets, new rect. Let's open brackets again. And we're going to say screen.width -50, comma. and we're going to say 85, and basically I want these moving up by 20. So we've got 45, there'll be a line here at 65, and then this one will be 85, and that's because we're going to put the months here. We're not going to do the months in this lesson because they are fairly long-winded, so we'll do that in a separate video. But for now, we're going to put the years to be displayed. So we've got the calendar days, we've got the year, and we'll come back and input the month here in a separate lesson. So we'll say comma GUI, and we want the GUI width by the GUI height, and we can actually close brackets there. We'll say comma, we're just going to have an empty string here, and we're going to say plus years. And let's close brackets, we'll close the line off. Let's come to this line, so we'll say create GUI label. Yeah, we'll just say that, and let's come to the empty line, and we'll just say create GUI display empty string plus the years, and we'll come back to this in the following lessons, but let's just get that line in place for now. We'll save that off, and I think we'll leave it here for this lesson. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.